I'll just bring up the fact that they've talked about the curb stomp not being a valid move anymore because of the potential injury that it can cause.
Yeah, I'm guessing that we saw that on Monday Night Raw with Seth Rollins using, I guess it was like a DDT variant for his finisher. No mention of the curb stomp at all, and they didn't even call out the new move, so I don't know. Maybe that's something that's in development.
It's probably like a temporary thing, and they probably figured with the distraction finish they could get away with it. Maybe I don't know what they're gonna use as the new finish for him. That's a shame in a way because the curb stomp was so awesome. But hey, I mean,
yes, and it had so much build up. Like, let's go ahead and acknowledge the fact that the reason why Seth Rollins and Randy Orton are still feuding is because of the curb stomp. It took Randy Orton out of action for a few months. It did the same thing that Dean Ambrose tried to do, the same thing the Roman Reigns. Just like that curb stomp has been built up as the best finisher in WWE today.
Yeah, and ironically, it's even though he's feuding with Orton, it's the RKO of this generation now. Like, it's the big finish that puts everybody away. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, come on, like this curb stomp is so good that even it's hit Brock Lesnar multiple times. You know what I mean? He's hit Brock Lesnar with that. You know, the big beast who was the champ. You know, and I'll never forget when he hit it at Night of Champions last year. And I was sitting there, I'm like, he just curb stomped Brock Lesnar. Like, man, this is crazy. And it was a move that he could hit on anybody at any time, and that's what makes the best types of finishers. So I am intrigued to see what they end up coming up with for his new move. But if it is gonna be for the safety of the competitors, I get it, but damn, that's
one of those things that I can't argue against. Like, WWE can get away with anything when they're like, okay, this is for the safety of the competitors. I'm like, okay, I'll roll with it, because I can't sit here and, like, I can acknowledge the awesomeness of the curb stomp. I can say that it was a great finisher. I love seeing the finisher. You know, I wanted to continue seeing it, but once they throw out the thing where it's like it's for the safety of the performers, like, we know this is not ballet, but any unnecessary risk, if you can avoid that, then I say go right ahead and do it.
Yeah.
You know, me being a fan, me loving and enjoying what these guys do, and me wanting to see them continue doing it without, you know, harm, anything that you can do to avoid, go right ahead and do it. I'm all on board with it.
Exactly, because like, how can you argue? Oh yeah, well, fuck the safety of the competitors. I want to see the curb stomp, man.
Well,
like,
you're asking how can people argue that? Go ahead, type curb stomp in on the search on Twitter, and you'll see.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, the fact that some people can say that, it's like, man, come on. These guys are human beings. They're risking their asses every day to go perform and entertain you. And it's like, if this move could potentially injure them, then damn, it shouldn't be allowed then. I mean, it sucks in terms of the awesomeness of the move. It's like pile drivers, you know? Those are really cool moves. But if it's going to hurt a lot of people, then it's better off not happening. It's a shame. It really is, because it's like that catch-22 of like, well, I want to see the move, but I'd rather see my favorite wrestler not get his neck broken. so I think it's smart if that's going to prevent injury then.